What's up, beautiful people? Welcome back to the Baird Show podcast, or the Baird podcast. It's the first episode in a little while, but we have a lot to cover. We have people that bark, the fact that I am the perfect being to ever exist, and brooms that are standing up. Roll music. So anyways, welcome back everyone to the first episode in definitely a little while. It's good to be back. It's been pretty tough to be back, to be honest. With COVID and everything still being closed down, haven't had a whole lot of inspiration or stuff to talk about, because the whole world is honestly kind of at the moment, because, well, there's nothing going on. What is there to be talking about? Which makes having a podcast rather difficult. But today felt, honestly, kind of like a fever dream, so I felt I would talk about it. I guess the first weird thing that really happened was I went outside to put garbage out, because it's garbage day, and I was taking the trash out to the curb, and it's completely dark, and there's some guy that has a mask on and a toque down to here, so I can see about this much of him. He looked to be about my height, maybe a little skinnier, and he started barking at me. And yeah, that happened. I don't know really why, but that was interesting. So I kind of just ran inside because that's scary. Yeah. And then the second thing is I was sweeping up the cat litter, because the cats made a huge mess in the basement, and I was sweeping it up, and I was I just tapped the broom to get the sand out of it, and it just stood there. And I'll put a photo up somewhere here, and it was like, what? Another just weird thing. And then also, as I said, I am a perfect human being. I have realized that I am absolutely perfect, and I don't make mistakes ever. But for English class, we have to find an embarrassing moment, because we're practicing writing about an event where time slowed down, and we have to illustrate that by adding more detail and being more descriptive. And we could either do something that embarrasses us or some kind of traumatic event. And, I mean, I don't really want to talk about something like that, so I was like, well, when did I embarrass myself? And I asked my parents, because I couldn't think of anything. I asked my girlfriend, she couldn't think of anything. And I'm sitting there thinking, I am the perfect being. I have yet to embarrass myself. I'm entirely joking. I've done so many dumb things. I've split my pants. That wasn't even embarrassing. It's just that I have no shame. And I feel that's partly also why I can put out a podcast. And I mean, I don't think many people watch it, but that's fine, because I enjoy doing it. And to be honest, I enjoy hearing myself talk. And I've been open about that since day one. If no one else listens to me, that's okay. I like my own voice. Also, the other thing that I was going to talk about is a huge inspiration of mine. Actually, first of all, I watch a lot of sketch comedy on YouTube, and there are a lot of people that will crap on that genre and say, oh, it's not funny, there's nothing good, it's the same as Instagram comedy. I disagree. If you haven't found anything good, that's probably because you don't watch the right people. I found someone a while ago, and his name's Trey Kennedy, and he's super, super funny. He's really good with impressions, and he does a lot of blank be like videos, and the ones of his that do the best are the moms during quarantine, or teenagers be like, because they're stereotypical, but he does it in a way that's really well done and really funny, and I really enjoy his comedy style. And so I looked more into him, and he also has a podcast. He has two, actually, on his second channel, Trey Kennedy Studios. He has the Correct Opinions podcast, and I think it's called God Bless, Do Less, God Bless, or something like that. And it's a second podcast. So he has two podcasts, but his Correct Opinions podcast is, see if I can find it all. I don't have a Jamie from the Joe Rogan show, so I'll just see if I can find it. But his intro is absolutely beautiful. But yeah, I absolutely love his intro, and it's super chill, unlike mine. Mine's super aggressive, and I'm aware of that. And so, I mean, like,
before we get into today's episode,
I know that it's not great, so I want to make something better. So here, let's go like this and switch to our screen. This one has it. Honestly, this is
It is Wednesday,
Yeah,
November
here we go.
27th.
This.
Happy Thanksgiving week. Turkey Day's tomorrow. Hope you guys have a lot of great plans. Like maybe listen to the podcast. This episode I break down just a channel original movie I watched. Back roll music. Correct opinion.
And he has his fade in with his logo, and it's honestly just kind of perfect. And I want to do something like that. And I want to make the podcast a bit more chill. And I mean, if you haven't noticed already, we have our lo-fi music playing in the background. Probably not the background, because I'm kind of terrible at mixing. But I want to do something like that. And I promise I will not go too far into this. I will not talk too much about, like a podcast about podcasting, which is what a few of my episodes have been. But anyways, down to the meat and potatoes of today's video. Or the tofu and potatoes, if that's your thing. I don't know if anyone else has had this issue, but I don't have a lot of money. And so I thought I'd do what any other person that doesn't have a lot of money does and I didn't rob a bank. I was looking for some jobs online. And I've been looking on like sites like Indeed and stuff like that. And at the moment, because of COVID, there's a lot of entry-level positions for like work at home. So I've been looking at those because ideally, if I don't have to go anywhere, why would I go anywhere, right? That doesn't make any sense. And so what I decided to do is I set my filters to more work at home stuff. And like, it's still minimum wage, but I don't have to leave the house, which would be awesome because the air can kill you now. But now my YouTube and Google has just been destroyed with these ads. You've probably seen them. It's like the dudes that have they're standing in front of like a Lamborghini and they start with like a shot of them flexing a whole bunch of money, and then they're like just yelling about how you can make over $1,000 every single day with this one simple trick. It's super easy. Pay $300 for my seminar and I'll show you. And this bothers me for multiple reasons. For starters, if it's so simple and so easy, like you're throwing it in my face in the video and you're going to make like over $1,000. Also, it's every single person. It's always over $1,000. Why is it only 1,000? If it's over 1,000, why could you not say 1,500, something like that? But no, it's always over $1,000 because $1,000 sounds big, right? And so it's just that, first of all, they're super cringy, they're not well made, and that part hurts me. But not only that, if they're so simple and so easy, like you're trying to convince everyone that they are, then why is it that I have to pay $300 for you to give up these quote-unquote trade secrets into making a whole bunch of passive income? And like, if it was so easy, more people would do it and you wouldn't have to pay for this advice. And not only that, the other one that I've been seeing is a lot of like drop shipping, like selling stuff on Amazon just from like a wholesaler like AliExpress or Alibaba or something like that. But that also bothers me because let's use a coat hanger for an example, because I didn't finish my laundry and there's one right here. So you have this hanger and they're talking about like simple products, one product, two product, you're making thousands of dollars a month. I'm sure if you planned your products well and you chose which ones you wanted to do well, that's entirely possible. Or if you had multiple products, like, then you could make a decent side income. It's not a full income. I don't know how it would be. Obviously, I'm not one of these Instagram money gurus or YouTube gurus, but like, say you're selling hangers on Amazon, and you have a supplier for hangers, and you're making $2 per set of hangers, okay? So in order to make thousands of dollars, and the things in their ads aren't expensive products, like their spatulas, their wooden spoons, like their kitchen utensils. That's for some reason the one niche that I keep seeing. But you have all of these things, And realistically, there are hundreds of ads. You can search coat hanger on Amazon and there'll be hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of ads. So not only do people have to pick your ad, but people also have to be looking for coat hangers. So it's such a slim chance at that point that they even make it to your ad or listing and then buy something from you. And yet these people are here shouting about these like seminars to sell stuff on Amazon. And you look them, if they're so wealthy as they claim to be, you look them up and you can never find them except for their own seminars. You cannot find any photos of them. Like, these people aren't, it's a facade, and it makes me upset because I feel that if you're advertising something, there has to be some element of truth. And the fact that they're scamming people out of hundreds of dollars for a seminar to make a little bit of money is quite upsetting, and it doesn't sit well with me. And they're not even good, like, they're not even good at being bad, if that makes sense. Like, I'll throw some photos on the screen here of, like, some of these people, and they don't even do a good job at selling it. To me, at least. I know there are some people that have probably bought into them, and, yeah, the only way you're making thousands of dollars a month is off your $300 seminars. But, anyways, that was really bothering me, especially because they're all marketed at younger people, and I mean, just take care of yourself and your money. Don't spend money on these people. It's a mess. It is a mess. And it's upsetting that that's even become even something that's like in existence. Such a scam. Complete waste of time. But yeah, that's pretty much all I had to say in this episode. I hope you guys enjoyed it. It's looking like we're going to be about 13 something minutes long this time. Not too bad. If you enjoyed this episode, you know what to do. If you'd like to see me talk about something else or hear me talk about something else, by all means, let me know in the comments down below. And, oh yeah, I guess I've had lo-fi playing hopefully in the background this whole time, as I mentioned earlier. If you like the more chill vibe to the podcast, let me know. And, because I mean, I certainly do. It kind of calmed me down when I was about to freak out about those Instagram people. But, yeah, I gotta stop saying, Anyways, that's all I got. See ya.